I'm telling you guys, Hot Toys has absolutely no chill this season. They have released new photos of the Snowtrooper Commander. A once highly coveted figure is being released again. I know if you bought the older one, you're kind of a little bit ticked off, but is it improvement? Is it going to get you two? Or maybe you've been holding out on this somewhat of a grail. Let's go ahead and take a look at this new figure and see if maybe it's going to be on your Christmas wish list. Starting off with the overview of the Snowtrooper Commander, he's going to be coming with two different weapons, short one, long one. We know the deal. We have four different sets of hands. Then we also have this sand base, the reused sand base from the Mandalorian set, but they painted it white to look like snow. A little bit cheap. I wish they would have gave us a better base on this one, but that's what we have. We'll have to roll with it. In this shot, we see the difference between the Commander and the General Infantry for the Snowtrooper. In the back, he has more of a cream colored, tan colored uniform, whereas we have a stark bluish white uniform for the Commander. That's because he ain't getting his hands dirty. He's got the pistol and he's giving out the commands. Snowtrooper Commander. Now, I do like the off-white bluish gloves that he's wearing, and we have a bit of hardware on here, and you can see the texture on his fingers. In this next shot, we can see him with his full outfit. It does have texture on it, and of course this figure, being that you only have hard plastic on his chest and shoulders mainly, he's going to be highly posable, which is going to be a plus if you like to do some action poses with your Hot Toys instead of always doing the museum shots, kind of like what I do. But there you go. Do take note of the extra hand that it is splayed out as if grabbing for the weapon. Of course, the Commander has to give commands. He tells his lackey, "Hey, bro, hold your roll." Also, take a look at the difference between his drape on his face mask. It's a much harder plastic versus the flimsy fabric of the General Infantry. Now you can see here what I was talking about, it being highly posable. You could probably leave him in this pose with elbows bent, knees bent, and not ever have to really worry about putting permanent creases like such in like a Batman figure or anything like that. So that is going to be a definite plus. But this is a super stark white figure, so maybe you want to get out some gloves yourself when you handle this figure if you do purchase it. I do particularly like this pose that they put here. You could tell that he's actually in charge. He's the Commander. Got him going for his pistol. We see all the armor. We see the regalia. So this figure is supposed to be releasing this December 5th of this year. So you have a couple days to make your decision whether or not you're going to be picking this figure up. I don't know how much it's going to cost, kind of around 300 if I have to take a guess, but it is limited to 3,000 pieces only. So Hot Toys is kind of doing this thing where they know they're not going to sell as many figures because times are kind of tough. So they're putting out this limited edition set size and hoping that perhaps that entices you to pull the trigger on this. And you got to let me know down below in the comments. Is this going to get you? I like it personally when they go ahead and just do limited editions because it lets me know if I get something, how many people in the rest of the world are going to have the same figure. I get a little feeling of exclusivity. So I like that it's 3,000. I think this thing is going to sell out pretty quickly. I think it's going to be gone the first day. I could be wrong, but then again, I won't be surprised if it does. We have another dynamic shot with the Snowtrooper giving out commands to his lackeys. Once again, here is the texture on the gloves. Looks good. It looks like faux leather. And in this final shot, we have an action pose, double wielding the blasters. Overall, I think this is going to be a good figure if you're a hardcore fan of the original Star Wars. Me, myself, I'm kind of a fan of the newer Star Wars. So I won't be picking this one up, but I can see the excitement in getting something that was once coveted, now released again. I know some people are going to be mad, but hey, this is how the game is played. So go ahead and let me know below. Are you going to be picking this thing up? And if not, let me know why. Thanks for checking it out.